Yo, what's up guys, in here, welcome back to another video here. Today, we're doing a game called Doodle Empires. I forget if Doodles is plural. So basically, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna very quickly say this so you don't click off the video. 100 turns in this video. I'm also gonna have a spin wheel deciding who goes when. You're not gonna see it because my current setup doesn't allow me to have two screens to easily switch. So you're gonna have to take my word for it. So basically, here's how we're gonna start. All right. Also, if you want my settings for this, I turned this split all the way off. Small split is the same as everything else. Draw power stayed the same, and the expand stayed the same. Okay, cool. So that's basically my settings. But here's what we're gonna. Sorry, I hit the cord. Here's what we're gonna start with. Fuck, I hit the cord again. We're going to start with Rome, and we're going to put it on the coast. The spin wheel that you will not be seeing for the entirety of this video, because I'm too lazy to switch the screens of the recording software a bunch of fucking times. But the spin wheel will come into handy when there's more than just Rome. Alright, Rome couldn't get the rest of that island, but okay, since they're the only one, we continue going. They get a small expand. We're going to get these islands because they sail, and we're going to go down the coast of Italy. I need to quickly get to here before we get a split because I have an idea for who will be the one or the first split if there's a split here. But if we get a new nation, that's also all right with me. All right, so now we have the Calabria region of Italy. At least I think that's Calabria. Okay, we got a castle now. Seeing as this is Rome, where is the Vatican? I think the Vatican's right here. I might click these castles in the wrong place, but we're gonna put this here. Seeing as this is Rome, we need the Vatican. The next city will probably also be Rome anyway. But the Vatican, we just need that. Small split. There we go. Thank the Lord I did it. So now we're gonna split Calabria, or what I believe to be Calabria, from the bottom of Italy here, the boot. And they'll take as much land as they can. Now, here comes the spin wheel. It spun Calabria. You're gonna have to take my word for all these spins. They're gonna mediumly expand, or they're gonna take the rest of the region and then some. And then they're gonna, okay, almost take the rest of Rome. Let me go spin the wheel again. Okay, Rome is back up. New nation, okay. Because I did a test run of this, I might have spelled that wrong, but we're gonna get Bizerte, or however you say that, which is in Tunisia. Because instead of just doing the nation of Tunisia, I'm doing a region, because why not? Now, let me go spin the wheel. Calabria is back up. We're going to take the rest of this Roman place right here. We're going to also try to get the rest of the heel right here. And then they're going to start taking a little bit of Sicily. Jesus Christ, Calabria is back up. They will build a castle. I have to search up real quick. Okay, so it will be... Oh, crap. It will be right here, just about. Reggio Calabria. That seems to be the most populated city in the region. All right, all roads lead back to Rome. They're back up here. Medium expansion. They're gonna not try to take as much land, but they're gonna take some because I'm not switching the brush size. They're gonna cut off the rest of Calabria, or Calabria from the rest of Italy, and that's their turn. Okay, Jesus Christ, we're back to Calabria. Fuck the Tunisian one. Is what this game is saying. They're gonna take some of these islands and they're gonna go for more of Sicily. Boom, okay. Going pretty good for them. This is not that well. This, could be better. Alright, back to Rome. Fuck the Tunisian one. Medium expansion. They're gonna continue expanding on the coast of Italy, and then they're gonna go inwards, across the mountains, over the hill, and far away. And then we go right back to Calabria because, again, fuck the Tunisian one. They're gonna expand a little bit more. They're gonna sail down and get Malta. They're gonna keep expanding in Sicily, and that's their turn. And we're sticking with Calabria, which will expand a little tiny bit more in Sicily. And for the love of God, we're sticking with them. They're probably gonna get the rest of Sicily here. They're gonna get up to this island. They're gonna get the rest of Sicily and then some islands. They're gonna expand down this way, island-wise. And they're gonna sail all the way to Sardinia. And they're looking really good right now. They are the biggest in the game by about 200 pixels. Oh my god, we finally get the Tunisian one. Bizerte, or however you pronounce that. We're going to call them desert for a little bit. They're going to expand down this Tunisian coast, getting that island, and their border is looking a little bit better. And you know what the roads lead to? Right back to Rome. I saw a joke earlier, you know, of this person trying to leave Rome by road, but they can't leave the damn city. It's a bit weird. You know, pretty good joke. They're going to expand up the coast after expanding more in the central. Rome is looking pretty big. They do have this civil war type split, but it's fine. We're going back to Tunisia. Union. Well, shit. I don't want to get rid of Calabria, so you're going to unionize. You're going to join them because you're smaller. You join Calabria. Okay. And we're going back to Rome. Okay, imagine they got a union as well. Okay, oh, and like 2 more pixels. There we go. Calabria is back up. Small expansion. They're going to continue into Sardinia. They're not going to continue down with Tunisia because that was not their main goal. They just got that land. Their goal is Sardinia and Corsica. Unless Rome gets there first, who knows? Speaking of Rome, they are back up into turn 20. Medium expansion. They're going to expand a little bit up the coast, and actually they are going to go down into Corsica. They're going to claim this whole tiny little island, and then they're going to go back to their conquest of modern-day Italy, and they're looking pretty good. They are officially bigger than Calabria, and Calabria is up, and you know, even with that union, you're still somehow smaller than Rome. You were bigger at one point, but you know, they're going to go get the rest of Sardinia, maybe missing out on a little bit on the inside. But it's fine, we're all empty inside. Rome is back up. They will have a medium expansion. I would love to see a new nation, because the game is really just kind of boring when you only have 2 damn places going at it, and they're in the same fucking location. Like, the only sort of variation was the Tunisian one, and they're gone. And we're sticking with Rome, who's probably going to expand a little bit more. Yep, of course. They're going to expand up the river and then go down, getting more in the inland. Calabria is up again, large expansion. They're gonna get the rest of Sardinia. And you know what, fuck it. They're sailing and getting the Spanish islands, whatever the hell these are called. I know Ibiza is somewhere. I don't know where, but it's somewhere. Now they're gonna finally use their Tunisian lands, and they're gonna expand a little bit along the coast of Africa and go more inland to solidify that border. Back to Rome. Officially 1/4 of the way through this video, turn 25. They're going to expand a little bit more. They're going to ride this river until their turn is out. And Rome is looking pretty good. And we're sticking with them because fuck Calabria. They're going to continue following this river until their turn runs out. Now we're going back to Calabria. With a small expansion, they'll expand a little bit more down in Tunisia and going down into Libya as well. We get Rome. We'll get a small expansion. Can we please get a new nation? New nation is better than a split because I don't have to be forced to a certain area. We're going to Calabria again. Jesus Christ, they're expanding more. They're going to go more into Algeria. And that's their turn. We're going back to Rome. They're just hot potatoing this bitch. They're gonna claim the lands that they outlined, basically, until they get to Liguria and go down along the coast just a little tiny bit. Sticking with Rome, they're gonna expand a little bit more into the French lands and Monaco somewhere. They're gonna expand a little bit right there on that river. They got a little bit of a nice border, expanding far and wide. And we're sticking with them because you know what they say, all roads lead back to Rome. And that's exactly what the hell is happening here. They're going to expand a little bit down into the Iberian Peninsula, which I believe the Romans actually did in real life. And they're going to expand up this river a little bit, realize I actually don't want to be here, and they're going to go to Slovenia almost. Now Calabria is up. They're going to small expand. They're going to go more down into Libya and get a tiny bit more there. They're almost where Tripoli would be. Tripoli, however you pronounce it, I don't care. And we're sticking with them. Jesus, can we please get a new nation? We're gonna expand to the city I just named, and that's their turn. Now we're going back to Rome. They're gonna expand a little bit more towards Slovenia, now Croatia. They're gonna get a little bit of that, and now they're gonna go down into the island. They're gonna get this island as well, the surrounding area, as the pilgrimages occur, or whatever the hell is happening here, I don't even know. And they almost have all the islands there. Now we're gonna go to Calabria. Please give me a new nation. Oh my god. We're gonna go more into Libya. We're going back to Rome. My god, they're expanding again. They realize, wait a minute, there's this source of water, let's follow it. Oh wait, it leads to abso-fucking-lutely nowhere. So we're gonna go back to this source of water, and they're gonna go up it. And then realize that's boring. We're actually gonna get we're gonna get the islands that we see from here and connect our land to the mainland. Now, you know what? Let's go back to the river. Oh, this is a big river. It's leading us to a lot of places, promised land, and they're gonna run out. Calabria is up, and they have a small split. Guess who's coming back? Because I miss them dearly. Bizerte, whatever, however you pronounce that, is back. They're gonna take some of their lands. They're gonna expand westward, so that they get all the expansion west. Then they're gonna go down a little bit, the Tunisian coast, get this island back. And they are back into power. But Calabria still has a lot of their African conquests. Now we're gonna go back up to Rome here on turn 39. They're gonna smallly expand. They're gonna continue following this river because they really want to know where it goes. It goes absolutely nowhere. So they're gonna go to this source of water. It goes absolutely nowhere. So hey, we see water up ahead. We're gonna go follow it. Oh, it leads nowhere. Oh wait, what's this water over here? Oh, it's absolutely nothing as well. Meanwhile, Calabria is back up. They are going to smallly expand. They're going to get to the Spanish coast right here and expand a little down and a little up. And they're going to meet the Romans and be like, we don't want any of that. And they're going to expand a little bit more south. Now, speaking of the Romans are like, hey, let's have a rebellion. And out of this rebellion is going to form Barcelona, which I believe is right here. They will take all of this expansion southwards. They'll move a little bit up north. They're going to get a lot of land here because of how big Rome is, even though this is a small split. So Barcelona is really going up here. Really going up here. They're getting quite a lot. Can you stop, please? I don't need you stealing this much. Okay, they're going to take a little bit here, a little bit there. They're going to take a lot. They're going to go up here, take this area that was meaningless, basically. And, yeah, Barcelona's big now. How big? Very big. Rome just lost 3,000 tiles. And now Calabria, after saying that, is going to go up, and there's going to be a new nation. Where's the new nation going to be, you wonder? Well, they're going to be off doing their own damn thing. Cairo, which I believe is about here, they'll go up the branch of tree here, of water. They'll go up it in every direction to the coast, and that's their turn. Bizerte is up, and now they're like, hey, we didn't forget Calabria, what you did to us, and this expansion was from stealing our homeland, even though we willingly unified with you, but we just want to complain. And they're gonna start stealing the Libyan lands that Calabria got. Now Cairo out east is gonna be like, they don't know what is happening over there in the west. They're just minding their business, going down the River Nile, almost all the way, and they're just living. Matter of fact, they're living so well they go again. They're gonna finally complete the River Nile. They're gonna go westward because they saw this water source. Now they're gonna go up into the contested lands that no matter what answer you say, people will get offended. So we're just gonna call it the contested land for now. And they're gonna go down into the what is this, Sinai Peninsula, I think this is what this is called. They're gonna go down there a little bit because they realize expanding northward is just more desert and it doesn't mean much, so we're just gonna take the land close to us instead of lose men out there in the desert. And you know, life is so good for them, they are going again. They're gonna largely expand down this coastline. They're gonna get that island down there. They're gonna continue around the coast. They're gonna be like, oh hey, look at this, we found more land. But now they're gonna go and expand and conquer the mountain that they kind of outlined. And that's their turn. Their land looking pretty good for peaceful people. Now back in the Western world, we're going to go back to Rome, who is like, hey, we want this useless piece of land up here. You can't have it. So they take it back. And Barcelona's like, oh, okay. But they can't do anything about it because Rome is back up, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to steal more of their land back. Is it really stealing if you owned it first? Who knows? They're going to be like, hey, no, this was ours. You get your ass out of here. And they're thinking we're going to get to this river and then we're fine and we're content with our land coming back to us. Anything west of this river is, you can have it. But it'll have to wait as we go back out east to Cairo. Never mind, we're going to get a new nation. And you know what, matter of fact, let's go back out west and do Lisbon, not Portugal, because why not? And in a play by myself thing, I put Lisbon, I put a castle named Lisbon up here. That's not where Lisbon is. Lisbon's actually like down here or something. They're going to expand on across that river and up the coast and down the coast as well. They're going to go a little bit up more this river and up towards the coast, and Lisbon is now arrived. Now we're going to the Calabria. Also, I just realized Rome is a city, Calabria is a region, Barcelona is a city, Bizerte is a region, I think. Cairo's a city, Lisbon's a city. Okay, we're just going to name them after regions and cities. Whatever I can think of is what they're going to be called, alright? Does that work for you? Okay, cool. Anyway, Calabria, what do? You small expand. You're going to continue down the Spanish coast right here. You don't want anything to do with Barcelona. You're actually kind of cool with them because they hate Rome and you hate Rome, and yeah. So, there we go. Now we're going back out to Cairo, who lost their turn last time, and they're going to lose their turn again. And you know what? Athens is born, also in a play by myself. I put Athens all the way up here. That's not where it is. It's like down here somewhere. So, unless I get a castle, I'm just going to say it's this general region, which is probably correct. And we're going to call it a day. As now the Greeks are here. Well, the Athenites are here. I think that's what you call someone from Athens. A warrior from Athens, maybe. Now we're going back to Rome. Can they finally fulfill their plans of expanding and getting their lands all the way to the river? That's funny, actually, now that I think about it. The river. Taking your land back. Anyway, they're taking this land back. They're almost at the river. Will they say that's good enough and we're done? No, because it's Rome. But it doesn't matter what they want, because we're going back to Lisbon, who is expanding down the Portuguese coast all the way to this river, and they're like, hey, we don't want to cross that right now, quite frankly. So they're going to go back. They're going to capture all this land. They're going to go up to this river and be like, oh, we don't want to go across that. We want to go up this coast. And then they find a river. They're like, well, damn. Which river do we do now? We're going to go across this one because we know that it's decent, maybe. And that's their turn. Now we're going back to Calabria, which is right here. They're going to keep expanding down the Spanish coast, reach Gibraltar and things, and that's their turn. Now we're going to go all the way out east. Well, not all the way, but we're going to Athens. They're going to largely expand. They're going to continue down this coastline right here, get this southern island. They're not going to reach Crete because they don't want to. They're going to expand westward to get this island almost all the way, and that's their turn. And never mind, they're right back up. They're gonna build a castle. Now let me make sure where Athens is. It's like right here. Athens has a city named Athens. That's the capital of the place. Rome has the Vatican. We have Reggio Calabria for Calabria, and that's it. That's all the castles. Now we're going back out west to Lisbon. It was like, we still don't want to go north, we still don't want to go east across those rivers, we don't know where they lead to, so they're going to follow this river, because they know maybe there's something here, because they can continue to see much, and then they're like, you know what, this river's way too damn long. Let's just continue our original border, and let's expand it a little bit, so that we don't look fucking completely stupid. Now we're going back to Rome, who might finally get to that damn river to take back all their lands. They're going to largely expand, they're going to take the land at the river, and they're like, Barcelona, we're good now. I don't have a problem with you anymore. We are even. You took our land and we took some back. We're fine now with what we got. So they're going to expand and connect these two areas of land. They're going to connect this little part of land right here, and they're going to expand more down the Croatian coastline right there. Rome, again, is massive. Who's second place? It's Calabria. Now Bizerte is coming back in, and they've been gone for a while. No, they haven't forgot. The grudge is still standing. They're taking the Libyan lands of Calabria. So Calabria is just losing right now, and there's nothing they can do. They're almost completely exterminated in Africa. And Bizerte is back up. They're going to continue their conquest. Never mind. So I believe, hold on. Yeah, like right here is Tunis. There we go. Now Calabria is back up. Do they continue neglecting their African lands? Of course they do. They're going to keep expanding. They hit this river and they're like, you know what? Screw that. They're going to expand a little bit more inwards, inland, across this mountain range right here. They're going to just keep beefing out their border, go up the mountains a little bit. Who doesn't like a mountainside house? Now Lisbon is back up. They will small expand. They'll continue buffing out their border to make themselves look less stupid to people. They really just look very inappropriate right now, but there's nothing we can do about it as Athens is back up. They're gonna unionize? Are we fucking serious? The Greeks, were the Greeks in Egypt? Okay, so the Greeks did get into Egypt, so hey, they're gonna be like, hey, let's unite. And that's exactly what happens. Cairo is like, hey, I'll join you, yeah. Because they're just peaceful guys. They're chill. They haven't been at war. These two went at war. These two, you know, Lisbon and Athens and Cairo were the only peaceful ones. Now Calabria is back up. They will continue to neglect their African lands because they don't give a damn about the lands. They'll take the flatlands right here, going inwards, and they'll take this little flat land as well. They'll take this one as well, almost all the way. Now their Spanish lands, very strong, very populated probably in certain areas. Now Bizerte is up. Can they finally exterminate Calabria? No. Now we're gonna get the Ottomans. They have a different name compared to everybody else because there was never a city called Ottoman. But, you know, I will rename it actually. We're gonna rename it to Constantinople. I probably spelled that wrong. Let me know in the comments if I did. If they're still around as well. Oh, and look at that, Constantinople, which is spelled right, expands a little bit. They're gonna expand down this coastline of modern-day Turkey. They're gonna sail across to connect up back to here. And they're gonna continue expanding down this coast on both sides, and that's their turn. Now we're going back out west to Lisbon, which still looks very inappropriate. They're gonna build a castle. Lisbon is right here. So they finally get the city that they are named after, built as a castle. And they're going right back up. Okay, that was a great turn for them. Now we're going back out east for Constantinople on turn 69 with a medium expansion. They're gonna continue expanding on both sides here. Triple at one point there, they're gonna reach that river and be like, nah, it's not worth it. So they're gonna expand upwards, go around this coast, keep going up the coast, and they are looking a little bit big. We're changing their color because they blend in a little too much. That's a lot better, isn't it? Now we're going back out west to Lisbon. Oh my god, that's a great turn for you. Now we're going to Bizerte, who probably now finally gets to expel Calabria from Africa. They're going to actually continue up the Libyan coast. Then they're going to go to the Algerian coast and expand out there a little bit as well. And then they're going to be like, wait a minute. Let's expand a little bit here because this is flat lands that we can build something on. What are they building? I don't know. They're actually going to stick around. Their turn is back up. They're going to expand a little bit more here, beefing their border, thickening it, and that's their turn. They look a little bit better now. We're going to Calabria, who is expanding again. They're going to expand along this river, and somehow I have not jumped over, which is great. That's the whole point of why I'm doing this. They expand along the river a little bit, then they're going to go into the mountain range a little bit to, you know, maybe have some fortifications up there. just in case. Nobody's gonna come and destroy them, because nobody's man enough to climb a mountain. Now we're going back out here to Athens, which also expands all the way down there. But screw that area for a little bit. They're gonna expand their Greek Empire area a little bit. They're gonna go up to where I believe Thessaloniki is at, if that's even how you pronounce that. Thessalonica? I don't even remember. Now we're finally going back to Rome. They're gonna smallly expand down this coastline, get these islands, get a little bit over here, and finally get back to the mainland. They're gonna expand upwards with dreams of reaching their lands, which they do. This is a small expansion, by the way. That is not a small expansion, but it's fine. They're gonna get the top of the map right here in the Alps, because tourist destination and skiing. This looks like a little wavy ghost monster thing. And we're sticking with Rome, who will expand a little bit. They said, hey Barcelona, you have everything west of the river and we're fine with that, and they're gonna expand a little bit more in the Alps, getting as much as they can for money purposes. Imagine this game had a money system. Oh my god, I don't know how that would work, but imagine. Calabria's up. But yeah, imagine like a trade system, like trading routes and all that, like coastal is that, and like the more money you have, the more your expansion allows, like how much you get to draw. That would be cool. Anyway, Calabria is okay. Oh, I need to draw the card. Oh, they're gonna build a castle. All right, we're gonna build a castle on Sicily. It's about right there, Palermo. Oh, so they need to allow you to rename the castles, because they don't allow that. You need to be able to rename them if you place the wrong thing. Constantinople is up. They're gonna expand a little bit. They're gonna keep going up this coast, and they're gonna be like, hey, let's expand this way, cross the river a little bit, then go down it. Now we're going back to Calabria. Small split. And here, this is what it's called. I don't know how it's pronounced, so I'm just gonna say Murica. You know what I mean? We got Murica, which will take as much as it can this way. It also is like right around here, so that's where they're gonna reach to. And they do connect their border, and that's awful. It'll be fixed soon, probably. Barcelona finally is up. They have never done anything. They're gonna expand this river a little bit, and that's it. Wonderful turn. We're going out east to Constantinople. They're going to expand a little bit more down this river, realize, oh, it doesn't go anywhere. They're going to beef up the border a little bit over here, and that's their turn. Bizerte is back up. They're also just mainly going to beef up their area, because their fort is on a coast, kind of the hardest thing to defend. So they're going to expand a little bit more to have better fortification areas if the need arises. Now we're going to go back out to Constantinople, who will expand a little bit more. They're going to beef up the border right here, expand a little bit more towards the river, and go across it slightly, and decide, yeah, we're going to full send that. And there we go. Now we get Murica. Hopefully they get an expansion. Their size was 2020. They're gonna build a castle. That's fucking wonderful. They're actually, instead of just naming one after themselves, Gibraltar. See, good thing I didn't enter it, because you can't rename the castles yet, hopefully. They introduce that soon. Gibraltar is now here. Now we're going back out east to Constantinople. New nation. Never mind. Never fucking mind. You know what? We're gonna get the Empire of Crimea, which I believe is the name of this location. And if it's not, well, you can Crimea River. You see that? You like what I did there? They're gonna get most of the Crimean Peninsula, or whatever the hell this is actually called. And that's their turn. Now we're gonna go down to Athens, who is gonna continue to neglect their Egyptian lands that they united with. There is no way that could have gone wrong anyway, in shape or form, anytime soon. But anyway, we get a new nation. All right, this is going to be called Rabat. I was only thinking about this because my unzoomed video for the day was this city. So this is what I thought of. They're going to get most of the Moroccan coastline. They're going to go a little bit more down, and then they're going to fortify the area around their city so that no invasion can easily come from the east. And then they're going to go more down the coast, and that's their borders. Bizerte is up. They're going to expand a little bit more westward for the first time in a while, beef this up, and end it there. Then they're gonna beef down here, and they're looking a little bit stronger. Now, Murica is back up. They will expand so they can finally fix this stupid looking border, and they're gonna expel a lot of Calabria here up until there is good, and then they're gonna continue expansion across the river. I'm surprised I haven't messed this up yet. This is wonderful, actually. Generational run. I don't know how I haven't messed it up. Actually, that's pissing me off, though. Now we're going back to Rome. That's a great turn for them. Now we're going out to Athens, who again is ignoring their Cairo united area. There's no way that can go bad later. You know, again, I am setting up a foreshadow right here because we need storylines, and you know, maybe there's going to be a rebellion. Now, Crimea River is back up. They will expand and get a little bit more of the land they're named after. And that's it. Now Barcelona is up for the first time in a while. Their last turn was a disappointment, and this one also is. New nation. So we're going to get another region name. If this is wrong, let me know in the comments so that I can fix it. And they're going to be pink, because why not? So we have Galicia, or however you pronounce that. They're going to expand a little bit there in the northwestern part of Spain. Now we're going back over here in the east to Crimea, who is looking to continue claiming its land, and they're pretty damn close. Now we're going back out to Lisbon. Haven't seen them in a while, and they're going to expand, make themselves look less inappropriate is the plan. They're going to finally cross this river accidentally, but they do it. Somebody fell asleep and they were pranked and put on a river across the river. Put on a boat across the river, and they woke up on the other side and they're like, okay, well, how the hell do I get back? And they tried getting back and they got this land. That's the story for that. Now we're going out to Constantinople. Haven't seen them in a while. And they're going to largely expand. They're going to buff out right here, go down a little bit more. Now they're going to buff this up a little bit more. Ignore the river. They're going to continue going up. Say, hey guys, we miss you. We haven't seen you in a while. Why are you up here? And they're like, hey, we just want to expand this way. And they're like, okay, let's expand this way. And so they expand this way. They see a bunch of rivers. They're like, wow, this is an interesting area. It looks like a whale if we map it out. And that's why they're up there. And now Constantinople. On the other side of Constantinople, the saner people are going to expand a little bit more east, continuing along the Turkish coastline. And they're going to make sure that no man gets left behind. So they're making this as big as possible, so people know where to go. And they reach a river and they're like, wow, this is interesting. We finally found some water. We're not going to die. And that is specifically from the people down here, not the people up here. The people up here were fine. The people down here were not, because they were thirsty. Now we're going to go back out west to Galicia, whose land size is 777, ironically. And they're going to have a small split. Well, this is fucking great. So Lugo, which is a place inside it, is going to split off from Galicia. That's basically where it is. You could forgive me if that's in the wrong spot, but Athens is back up, still ignoring their African lands, which will not backfire on them anytime soon. They're going to expand across this river and be like, wow, that led to absolutely nowhere. So they're going to go back inwards and cross the mountain range to get to each other. And now they're looking a little bit more like Greece. Murica is back up for the second to last turn of the video, and that was a wonderful turn for them. Now the last turn of the video, no, all roads do not lead back to Rome because they lead back to Lisbon. Speaking of leading back to Lisbon, this guy is still traveling alongside this river and is like, how the hell do I get back on the other side? Because the boat wasn't there when he first got there. And he finally found an area that he can walk across or swim across, and because it was small enough. And he's like, okay, well, where the hell am I now? So he walks, and he doesn't know where he's at. He's lost. And that is turn 100. So let's look back at the map and do a little recap. Started with Rome, and Calabria split off. Then we got Bizerte. And then they unified into Calabria. Then they came back with a vengeance. Then Barcelona split off from Rome, and Rome took a lot of the land back that they lost from the split. Then Cairo was here, and they unified with Athens. Ottomans are just chilling. Crimea is just chilling. We got Rabat, we have Murica, who split off from Calabria. We have Lisbon doing their own thing. This guy's lost over here doing his own thing. We have Galicia with Lugo, who split off. And this is great. Origin map mode, everything in red came from Rome, even though this technically didn't. And then everything else a different color is, you know, even though this technically is not this, but because they're unified, they count as the same. Forts also look cool as shit. You know what I mean? Because it looks like economic trade areas, which ironically are all on coast. So there we go. So I'll see you guys in the next one. And peace out. See you guys. Jesus Christ, that was an hour.